You're on to something when kind of both sides disagree with you, right? On the guild side, like there's this vibe. Some of the older members, who are kind of, set in this kind of approach, which is, appropriate. Shut down the factory, get your side out, all those things, absolutely. But it's like, oh, if you talk, the deadline piece, one writer said, oh, that deadline piece is, they own the trades. That's just hype to scare us, misanthropic, and no, the sky is falling and all that. That's just a tactic, right? And then the other side is like, oh, well, look, yeah, yeah, it is tough all around, but the guilds have to cave. You just can't have your way anymore. This is just the way it is, right? Oh, ad revenue and taking it over by yourself. That's just absurd, Forget about, influencers or, what happened in porn with, OnlyFans and people going directly, forget about all that, But again, that's how it's real. How would you like to, 1960, both guilds, right, went out at the same time. They got residuals. They got all these great things. That's fantastic. But let me ask you this. Do you want to use 1960 techniques, right, for a 2023 war? You want to go to Ukraine and go, oh, here's our satellites. Well, it takes a while to get the film. It takes a couple of weeks, actually. They have to drop them down through the atmosphere, actually, and B-52 catches them. I mean, it was very involved, believe it or not, right? Forget about HIMARS and Javelin missiles and all that other stuff, I mean, here, try the 1960 methods. It's like, hey, you know what? Maybe we need to explore other possibilities, right? Maybe. Wouldn't you rather be prepared? Oh, they'll, you get this kind of condescending, oh, they're little boy. Just grab your sign. Grab your sign and go on. Just go with the rest of them. We got it figured. We know what to do. Don't worry. You know, Eh, Maybe we need to think of other things going on. Think about it. This will become relevant with my. If you think this is dark, just wait till the other one that's coming. I mean, that is really dark. But it's like, you know, there was an example. Think about the people who are protesting, climate change, or nuclear war, all these things, and it's just kind of like, yeah, they'll don't worry, they'll figure it out. Right now it's upon us. It's here. It's not theoretical anymore, right? Were we really well prepared? Right, with what happened to labor and all these other things, were we really well prepared? I mean, that's the idea. It's like, oh, don't worry, they'll figure it out. This is how we did it in the past. It always works itself out. You do the same stuff over and over again. We have to think about, we have the talent, we have the know-how. You got those award shows. You could do talk shows. You could start with that. I mean, my God, all the infrastructure is there now that wasn't when they were doing Strike TV, Dr. Singalong's blog, and back in 07, 08. I mean, there were people who were outliers, in these past situations, who were banging the drum, and they were just kind of like, take it easy. Even from people who were empathetic. There were a lot of people who were empathetic to climate change, but, looking on it now, looking at what an emergency that it is right now, clearly not enough was done. That's relevant to this strike.